A thick envelope glared from my door. $700 for a sanctioned replacement, due immediately, or daily fines. Their glossy catalog glimmered like a ransom note. I felt the neighborhood exhale, expecting compliance. But what they didn't know would make those floodlights burn hotter next time. Before the committee badges and clipped smiles, I was the kid sweeping sawdust in my father's shop, learning torque by touch and prices by instinct. I built the store into the town's hardware heartbeat, where every hinge, bolt, and box passed my counters. My mother's garden fence, my wife's porch swing, my son's first toolbox. This house carried our fingerprints. Losing control of my own mailbox felt like losing a nameplate. The HOA sent a final warning, stamped in red, and scheduled a compliance inspection. The countdown started. They came like gnats after rain. Photos posted to the portal with snide captions. A noise complaint for the whir of my evening sander. A letter citing grass height, though dew still glittered on its trimmed tips. A fine for a non-conforming paint chip I never used. I could taste the adhesive when I peeled it from the notice. Late-night knocks, anonymous flyers, whispers that I was lowering property values. The street smelled of hot tar and hot tempers. What would you do if your mailbox became their trophy? I opened the back office safe and slid out vendor contracts like cards from a loaded deck. Every approved mailbox in town, from cap to post sleeve, flowed through distributors who, in turn, flowed through me. I traced serials, purchase orders, and exclusive agreements with a fingertip still gritty from kiln-dried cedar dust. Quiet calls went out to suppliers, installers, even the powder coater. Neighbors tired of fines began emailing receipts. A reporter asked for records. An attorney asked for statements. The street lamp hummed. The story was warming. They convened an emergency meeting in the clubhouse. Blinds half closed, minutes half truths. A contractor rolled in a shrink-wrapped stack of their $700 specials. I rolled in pallets of identical models at cost, stamped with my distribution rights and the manufacturer's cease letter addressed to unauthorized resellers. I placed affidavits, invoices, and a restraining order request on the table like stacked lumber, square and undeniable. Cameras clicked. The HOA president smiled, dried like cheap cock. Justice pressed at the hinges. Have you ever faced a Karen who thought paper beats steel? The subpoenas arrived like winter birds. Kickback emails surfaced. Reimbursements froze. And the treasurer resigned mid-apology. The president wilted under an audit, then under charges. Fines were voided, dues reduced, and mailbox rules rewritten by a committee of actual neighbors. I hosted a free installation weekend, the air smelling of cut cedar and coffee, kids chalking rocket ships across unstressed sidewalks, property values steadied, tempers cooled. At sunset, my new post stood plumb, quiet as a promise. What's your HOA nightmare? And how did you win? Subscribe for the next battle.